Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's me, y'all. It's me. I'm going live again. I had to come and bring you bitches something. I had to bring y'all something, and I'm bringing you something special today. So everybody on here's name begin with a goddamn A. So I said, let me just go ahead and give my secondary name too. I am Adisa. Y'all ain't gonna be the only people up on here with some A names. I'm gonna have one too. Adisa, the Alpha Empath. Yes, yes, yes. I have one of my coaches here with me. Her name is Amia. Say hey, Amia.
Hey
Amia, say hey.
guys.
Yeah,
Hey, you
Okay.
can't hear me? Okay,
I can hear you,
there we
but
go.
you lagging behind or some shit now. Shit.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. She was the last one to get on the call, y'all, so she a little bit behind, right? And then I have one of my goddesses here. Her name is Audrey Amina Rose. Amina Rose is her goddess name. Now, Audrey has been rocking with me, and she has been in my coaching classes for a bit now. She's gone to one of my goddess retreats, and she's tell the people, Audrey Amina Rose, what you do? What you do? Okay, go ahead and tell the people.
What I do, like work wise?
Don't you start acting shy. You don't like that shit.
I
Now go
know, I'm
ahead.
asking.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a
yes,
nurse. I'm an
yes,
ER nurse and a CVICU nurse.
yes. She is an ER nurse and a CVICU nurse. Now, how did you meet me? How did you find out about me? Go ahead and tell them.
I was on your page. Actually, I think I met you at one of my jobs a long time ago. And then I
So
found you online.
yeah, I worked at Baylor a long, long time ago. So I guess she's been knowing me since then. And she reached out to me, and I'll never forget. Now, if you don't know me, you don't know how real I keep it. You don't know how real I keep it. But Miss Amina Rose does, because I think she got cussed out the first time I met her. She did. She got cussed out, and she paid me to cuss her out. She did. And I did a reading on her. Now, if you are watching this in my group, I am a reader. But I do not allow readers in my group, because I don't know what in the fuck y'all might be telling people. So I do not allow that unless you are one of my coaches. That is the only time that I will allow that. And there are only two coaches that I have allowed to do readings. One's name is LT, and he is a fabulous gay man. And the other one is this one right here, because they are my coaches and I have approved of them. But tonight we are going to do numerology. We are not doing a reading. We are doing numerology. Okay. Now, Amia, I'm sorry, I be mispronouncing her name sometimes. Amia. Okay. So I met Amia, yeah, sometimes back, but you know what? Amia is my sister in covenant. I have shared many lifetimes with her. She has been my friend, my confidant, my sister, and I absolutely love her. You know those times when you meet somebody and you just know you've known them forever? That's my relationship with this girl. And I actually met her at a speaking engagement. Now, I am a wonderful speaker. I really, really am. And I am used to stealing the show. Yes, that's what I'm used to. And I'm like, ain't no bitch gonna come up in here and steal the show from me. Well, I was wrong, y'all, because this heifer right here, Amia Cleveland, stole the fucking show from me. And I had a motherfucking attitude. I did. Now, after the event, after I saw all the people that wanted to speak to me, she had a line that for all the people that wanted to speak to her. And I said to myself, I ain't waiting in this motherfucking line. I am not waiting in this motherfucking line. So I skipped everybody. And let me tell you what this old heifer gonna tell me, y'all. Here's what she told me. Give me your date of birth so I can see who you are spiritually before I decide to converse with you. Now, if you know me, you know I'm like, who the fuck she thinks she is? But low key, I had respect for it. Low key, I had respect for it. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my date of birth, but I don't appreciate this shit, right? So I gave her my date of birth. Now that was my first time physically meeting this woman, y'all. I had never met her before. But the things that my date of birth told her about me, it seemed as if she had been watching my life on a television screen. And it shocked the shit out of me. So then I began to look at her in spirit. I was like, okay, this is a bad bitch right here. Let me go ahead and see if she really real. Can she keep it real, and can she keep it 100? Because we got a lot of spiritual people that's running around here just trying to rip people off for money and shit, okay? We got them kind of people and just telling them whatever they want to hear, and instead of telling them what they need to hear. And I kind of, my coaching practice is more about telling people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. I deliver harsh truths. And Amia is capable of doing that too. So, right now, this is Amia and Audrey's first time meeting. They have not met at all. There was no pre-recorded conversation because Amia got on here late, y'all. So they don't know each other at all. I promise you, and I swear to you. Let me turn on some of these comments. If y'all watching me, you bitches better say hi, okay? Say hello to me, okay? So, Audrey, in order for Amia to do a reading on you, she is going to need your date of birth. Do you mind giving that to her, honey?
February 16th, 1989.
February 16th, 1989. You came 2 days
Okay.
after Valentine's Day. And you tell me when you're ready to start this reading, okay, Amia? Let me let you do your
Yes,
calculation,
ma'am.
okay? Now, let me tell you guys the difference between numerology, what Amia does, and what I do. Okay. So Amia sees your energetic pattern. She does based on your date of birth. And she can tell you the lows and the highs of your energy pattern. That is what she does for numerology. What I do is something a little bit different. After she tells you how high you can go up and how low you can go up, and she is reading your current energy, I'm the person that comes in and shows you how to manifest it quicker or change it. That's what I do. Manifest it quicker or change it. Now, I guess I don't know what the hell Amia's on I don't know what the hell wrong with Amia. Amia, there she is. You know you on mute, Amia. Get off mute,
I
Amia.
had a problem connecting.
Okay.
I had a problem for some reason. The connection went bad. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you said your birthday is February 16th, 1989.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So based on your birthday, what I can tell about you is that you're a very, of course, you're very, you have a very humanitarian spirit, but you also are good standing on your own, creating on your own. You like to nurture and give to other people. You're very much so a family person. Um, and you want to have the independence. You also are able to generate money on your own, and you also have a very good connection to spirit. There's something about your numbers that say boundary issues, though. There's something that's saying that you
Wait one
have a
second, Amia.
problem with.
Wait
Okay.
1 second. Audrey, is that something before you met Amia? Is that something that we dealing with?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Keep going, Amia.
Okay, it's showing that you have boundary issues. And the thing about these boundary issues that you have, it's like you're listening to your own logic and the reason why you're keeping them going on. So it's almost like you make sense with yourself for the reasons why you participate in these boundary issues. And it may be because of love that you show unconditionally to people. It may be that you feel like you're a nurturer, you feel like you're a leader, you feel responsible. Maybe you feel like it's something that you should be doing because you have a connection, a really close connection with spirit. I definitely see spirituality in you. However, your lack, if you look at it like this, in your numbers in numerology, you're the number 9. And that means that you are here to kind of learn from everything that you've ever done on all of your lifetimes, and you're here to bring it together and do something great. The more boundary issues that you have is keeping you from doing those great things that you're supposed to do. So I would say definitely the number one thing for you to walk away with is that everybody's not your friend, and everybody does not want to be your friend, really. Sometimes they just want to drink all the nectar from your cup and then just leave you sitting there hanging high and dry, because you didn't set proper boundaries, because you are such a humanitarian, giving person, family person, nurturing person, creative person, great ideas and stuff like that people probably just take from you and just do whatever and not even give you credit for, because you have boundary issues. So just think about the next time you don't say no to somebody about something, that's actually kind of stealing your purpose in a way. And in your heart of hearts that having a purpose is so important to you. It's almost like you need to be needed. You need to have that purpose. You need to nurture. You need to be looked at as somebody who provides healing and things like that to other people. You need to be seen as a humanitarian. So be the humanitarian, but don't hold inside like how you really feel about the way that people are treating you, because it looks like you store that stuff inside your brain and you may rack it around like continuously, and kind of put yourself in a mental prison where you feel like if you are mean to somebody that you're going to get a certain result that you made up in your own head, not even the one that you kind of like have experienced before. So all of these things, those are the things that are keeping you kind of in your mental prison. But I would definitely say the only thing, because you're such a great person, a great solid person, I love your energy. It reminds me of the Lover's card in the tarot, just so sweet and so innocent and so connected to spirit. And I recognize that spirit a lot.
Amia, let's
But
let's
just
let's let's
yes.
let's see if we can go in a little bit deeper. Let me give you a little bit more information on her, okay? So the first time I physically saw Audrey, she was actually, and she's laughing because she knows what I'm finna about to fucking say. Okay, so the first time I physically saw Audrey, she was showing up to my San Antonio goddess retreat. Okay, and as soon as she came in, she had a blocked throat chakra. Her throat
Mhm.
chakra was blocked as
Mhm.
fuck.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
go ahead and tell the people what I torn to your ass about at the goddess retreat. Go ahead.
About not speaking up and not
Eh,
saying nothing.
mhm. Not
Yep.
speaking up and not saying
Yep.
anything. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
Audrey was funny as hell at the goddess retreat. We're not gonna tell y'all what
Mhm.
she did, because whatever
Mhm.
happens at the goddess retreats needs to stay at the motherfucking goddess retreats. Okay.
Mhm.
But let me just tell y'all, she was a character. We talked about so much. She had some major breakthroughs. And what you're doing, Amia, is you are confirming the work that Audrey and I are already doing. Would you agree with that, Audrey, or would you fucking disagree?
I agree.
Now, what you didn't know is that your numerology is lining up with what I intuitively teach you. What I intuitively teach you. But Amia is confirmation that I ain't just full of shit. She is telling you the same things that I am telling you in a different way. She is telling you to stand up for yourself. She is telling you to clear your throat chakra. She is telling you that you are a humanitarian. She is telling you to release things and let it go. Now,
Mhm.
Audrey has actually done great, great work. Do you mind getting in a little bit deeper, Amia, for Audrey? Do you mind going in just a little bit deeper? I know we were here for
No problem.
numerology, but since she put her ass out here, let's just go ahead and tell all her shit. Do you mind all
Yeah.
your shit being? Let's tell it all. She knows how I am,
Look,
because I
look.
do it. Do it. Bust her ass wide open. Yes. Do it. Go ahead, Amia. Do that shit.
So, all
Now,
right.
before she
So
starts, hold
let's.
on. Listen, this is a VIP service that Amia offers for my VIP clients or for my goddesses. Do not try to get this shit from her for free, because I will rip your ass apart. Do not do that, okay? These services are $250. If you want a $40 reader, find you one on Facebook and get one done with them, okay? Or you can show up to one of our goddesses retreats. The next goddess boot camp is going to be in September, at the end of September. The price for that boot camp is going to be $1,500 per person. Now, if you have already been one of my goddesses, the price for you is $555 because y'all been rocking with us since day one. So you gonna get a treat from rocking with us from the fucking beginning. But y'all other people, we love y'all. We love y'all. But $1,500, okay? Go ahead, Amia. Go ahead. Give her this shit. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, Audrey. What do you have a question? Do you have a question? Something that's been on your mind, something that you want to know about, anybody
Don't
that
give
you
her
want to
no,
check
don't
on?
no. Read her shit. Don't tell what spirit wants her to know. That's what she needs to know. Because
Okay,
people
okay,
ask
okay,
questions that they don't need to
okay.
fucking know. What spirit wants her to know,
Got you.
give it to her.
All right, let's go. Let's go for Audrey. So I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
start, and I'm going to look into your career. I'm going to look into some career for you. What's
That was
going
one of my
on?
questions anyway, Tiffany.
Well, whatever.
It looks like there's definitely some confusion about where you want to go on your path. You do love the fact that you are healing people, but there's something that's going on. Maybe there's something that you're feeling as far as your true purpose, what you've been really praying for, what you've been asking for. And maybe it's your coworkers, the environment, the competition, and things like that that's going on as well. Something like that. Maybe there's people there. Maybe there's people there that are like clicked up. Maybe the environment is just something that you're not really into, and your intuition is telling
That's
you
what we talked about
that
on
you
our
need
last
to
session.
move
We
on.
talked about that on our last session, Amia.
Yeah, your intuition is telling you need to move on. So what does she need to do? Spirit's telling you that that's over with. Spirit's telling you that you need to go to somewhere where you can find your emotional fulfillment, because that's the most important thing. That situation that you were dealing with before is over. So follow your intuition with that. Any other guidance for us as far as her career, Spirit? Any other guidance as far as her career? They're saying that you need to go ahead and start, because you're considering a lot of options and it's making you keep yourself up at night. You're just thinking and thinking and thinking about stuff. They said you need to take action and choose a direction and move towards that. And whichever one that is, that spirit guided for your transformation. And it'll be more money for you too. And it'll be a new beginning, like one more chance. Um, yeah, so that's how I'll see career looks good. Just gotta take that leap of faith, because you are good enough. You are good enough. You're perfect for the next step that you're going to. Okay, so
Let's get
let's
into
see
her love life,
about
Amia.
okay, let's see some love. Let's see what's
That's
going on
it.
in love.
If I gotta hear about it, she gotta
Let's
hear about it too.
what's going on in love for Audrey? Let's see.
It's finna get juicy, honey. She
Okay,
finna bust your
spirit.
shit wide open, honey. Get her, Amia. Get her.
All right, spirit. All right, let's see. Thank you for this message. Hmm. Hmm. There's. It looks like. Is there somebody that you're trying to gain clarity from, or is there like somebody that you don't feel has great communication with you that you may need to get some clarity from, or somebody that you may just be watching on social media, or you guys may be communicating that way? Is there anybody that you can see? Because it looks like, as far as it doesn't look like there's anybody that is, wait a minute, let me look. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay, as far as your love life, okay, I see. Now I see. Now I see what's going on. Now I see what's going on. Okay. Okay. It's the blocks throat chakra thing that Tiffany was talking about. There is a lot of there's communication issues, and in the past relationships that you've been in, it almost seemed like you either waited or wasn't equal give and take, or there was like a toxic cycle, or there was something that but you're going through a transformation and a rebirth right now, and you're learning new things to help along in this. So I think that's what's I think that's what the thing is. It's like you have the ability to go forward, but there's too many apprehensions. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. And then last time, this is what happened. And so you're just like, okay, and I'm any toxic cycles, and I'm just, so let's see what's coming up. Let's see what's coming up, because it looks like you're doing work. It looks like you're doing work. Um, you're doing work. Let's see.
She has been coaching with me, and she has been putting in the work, and that work is transforming her life. She needs to go faster, but she doing
Yes.
it.
And absolutely, this is the card that came up. The death card is for
Hmm.
complete transformation after toxic cycles.
I
These are
love
the
that.
cards that came up for you. Yeah. So this definitely you're having your transformation, and it's definitely leading to happiness that you want. But what the cards are saying is that until you are able to that mental fight that you're having with yourself every time it comes down to dealing with the relationship, this mental part is the problem. It's nothing else. It's nothing. It's in the doing. It's the being able to speak up, clarify your thoughts, say what you want, and go for what you want, because it's inside of you. It's like really, really strong. Like, actually, I feel like based on these cards, you really do have like a really good mouthpiece. I feel like you could convince anybody, you could flirt with anybody, you can make anybody do anything that you want them to do. Like, you have it fully inside of you, like very passionate. Like, you're an extremely passionate person, but you are blocked. And what it looks like, I'm gonna say that this came from um, this came from when you were younger, and maybe you had people.
Thing that we have been
Uh-oh.
going
Can you
over
hear
in our,
me?
we can hear you. Girl, you froze. You froze, girl.
Girl, I know. It is so crazy. But the one, okay, so I hope that you guys heard me up to a certain point. But the one thing that it looks like it came from is maybe high school, childhood, mother, somebody who people who kind of like suppressed it. They kept on telling you, don't say this, don't say that, don't do this, don't do that.
Yep.
Just or people just trying to make you feel like what you had to say was of small importance, like
Hmm.
so often that you just kind of like you just
Shut up.
suppressed all of your fire,
Yep.
so
Wait a
that's
second,
what you're
Amia.
working on. Okay.
Wait a second, Amia. Audrey.
Hmm.
Okay, so listen, guys. At the goddess retreat, I
Yep.
couldn't get this heifer to speak a motherfucking word. She wouldn't say a motherfucking word. But I am spiritually gifted too. I just prefer to coach. I prefer to coach because that makes people's transformation happen quicker. Okay. So at that night at the goddess retreat, I didn't sleep for 72 hours. One of the reasons why I could not sleep is because this heifer right here was visiting me all night in my dreams. All night long. I couldn't get her to say a motherfucking word while everybody was up. But when it's time to go to sleep, she comes and visits me in my dream. So that next morning, I got up with an attitude. I got up with an attitude. Do you remember what happened, Audrey?
You came in my room and I told you I seen you in my dream.
Yes, before, let me
Mm,
tell you something. Before I could even cuss her out for keeping me up all night long, I just looked at her and she said, I already know I was visiting you last night in your dreams. Hell, fuck yeah.
mm,
She was visiting me
mm,
all night long. And Amia, her spirit was talking to me while she was asleep because she refused to open up her throat chakra while she was
mm,
awake. But her spirit
mm,
says, let me go ahead and speak to Tiffany in spirit because this bitch ain't gonna do it. Once I
mm,
realized how much, not only did that happen, her spirit started telling me things that was happening in her childhood that she hadn't really
mm,
told anybody about. So I
mhm,
started
mhm,
revealing those things to her. Now, people
mm,
like me to do that. They want me to tell them
mhm,
all the secrets and shit that spirit reveals. And Amia, they like you to do that shit too. And I'm telling you,
mm.
don't do it. Don't do it. And let me tell you why. Because they love knowing information. And then once they have the information, they ain't going to do shit to change their motherfucking lives.
Yep.
Not a
Mm,
goddamn thing.
Mhm.
Okay. So
mm.
they have to have a plan of action. And I told Audrey, Amina Rose, at the Goddess Retreat, if you can't speak in 3D reality and open your goddamn throat chakra, and don't be visiting me in the goddamn middle of the night. Don't do that shit. Because next time you do it, I'm going to block your ass out. Because it's not going to help. You just doing it in spirit. It starts in spirit. That's where the seed is sown. But if you want the manifestation, you sow it in spirit, you water it with your emotions, you purify that shit with your mind, and then you manifest that shit in 3D reality. And it is
Yep,
time for her
yep,
to
yep.
manifest. So what you are doing for her, Amia, is you are showing her everything that she is energetically capable of. And you got, the
Mhm,
more you know, the more accountable you got to be.
Mhm.
mhm,
This is not one of those
mhm.
things where you just get to no, no, no. I can't stand people that just want more and more knowledge. Give me a reading. Tell me this. And then don't do shit with it. Don't
Mhm.
call me.
Mhm.
Don't call me because you're going to get cussed the fuck out. Now, let's go over here to some of these comments over here. Let's see if people talking shit. Okay, so we got to use over here talking about, hey, Melody, how are you, honey? I absolutely love you. Now, Melody go fast. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but Melody go fast. And then we got somebody over here talking about Tiffany wants everybody to go faster. Why the fuck wouldn't I? Why the fuck wouldn't I? Now, listen, in spirit, we never die. We never die in spirit,
Mhm,
okay? But
mhm,
this
mhm,
body has a limit. It has a limit. And if y'all want to experience y'all heaven in the next motherfucking lifetime, that's y'all dumbasses. I'm going to experience my heaven in this lifetime and the next time after that. And that
mhm,
is why I want you to go faster. I get so tired of people saying, I'm going to
mhm,
wait to heaven. I'm going to wait till I die to get to heaven. No, you are a fucking God. You are a goddess just like I am.
mhm,
And you
mhm,
can transform your life and you can speed up manifestation because in spirit, there is no time. There is no
mhm,
time. All there is spirit saying, once I tell you what to do, act on that shit. Act on that shit. Act on that shit. Take the steps.
mhm,
And you can bring your
mhm,
heaven
mhm,
into your earth right now. And wouldn't everybody
mhm,
want that shit?
mhm,
Wouldn't everybody
mhm,
want that shit?
mhm,
You can't
mhm,
just be now when I first got into spirituality, let me go ahead and keep it real with y'all. I was a psychic junkie. I was getting readings. Don't judge me. Don't judge me 2 and 3 times a week. 2 and 3 times a
mhm,
week. And then I got real funny acting about my readings. I said, shit, I want the best readings. I was paying $1,000 for my readings. I had the
mm,
money, so I was paying a motherfucking grand. And let me tell you something, they helped momentarily. They helped me to
mhm,
get out of whatever crisis I was in, but then I ended right back up in it 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later.
mhm, mhm,
Listen, y'all,
mhm,
make your change consistent, stabilize your
mhm.
change, transform your soul. People like Amia, that shit is very draining. Amia, you was at the last goddess reunion. You stayed up all
Oh,
night, all
night. It
fucking
was all night.
night. Bitches sitting up here crying and shit. That shit is
It was
draining
all night.
all night long. When I have boot camps and goddess reunions and goddess boot camps and shit like that, we get no sleep. No
Mhm,
sleep.
mhm,
And we want to see
mhm,
new people. We want new faces. So you guys need to be in coaches. Come to the next Goddess Boot Camp. It's gonna be in September, the end of September. I don't have my goddamn calculator and calendar in front of me, but it's going to be at the end of September. Amia will be there. If you want to keep her up, you can only keep her ass up for 2 days. Y'all ain't finna be keeping her up for 2 damn. No, you're not finna do that because she got a life and I got a life. Hit us up at the next Goddess Boot Camp. That is going to be the end of our show. It's been 30 minutes exactly. I love y'all. Any closing remarks before we get up out of here? Oh, hold up. Here's one of these crybabies. Here's Christy Heston. Here's Christy Heston.
Hey, Christy. Hey, boo.
Yeah. Okay. So Christy was actually at the goddess boot camp that Audrey was in. Okay. Christy is another one that is highly intuitive, but she be moving slow, and I be fussing with her and cussing her out all the time too. And Heifer, you better be at your next coaching session on Friday, okay? Be at your next coaching session. And she is saying, what did she say? She says, Tiffany and Amia kicked my ass at the last boot camp and it lit a fire under me. Yes, yes, yes. I would go in there
Yes.
and do a
Yes.
1-2 punch combo on her ass.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
Amia would come back and be like, I'm going to tell you the same thing, but I'm going to be nicer about it. I'm fire. Amia is water. You need all of this shit
Yep.
in order to produce radical transformation. We love you guys. Amia, is there something you want to say before we get up out of here?
I love you guys. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys at the next retreat. I have so much to share with you, and I can't
They
wait.
not retreats, Amia. They boot camps because we don't be
Oh,
nice to bitches.
boot camp.
We get our boots on and we boot kick we kick their asses. That's what we do. Audrey,
We going
we
in.
love you. We going in, Amia. Audrey, are you okay, honey?
I'm fine.
You okay? You feel warm and fuzzy?
Yep.
Okay, Amia, she don't be feeling like that after our she don't be feeling like that after our conversation.
I'll be over here crying.
She's like, boo. She be crying and shit. I told you she's sweet. Didn't I tell you? I said she was sweet. Yeah, I'm not.
It's okay. I love you too.
Well, thank you. We love you guys. And Amia, I would like let's do another one of these for one of our goddesses, okay? So let's get a date sometime, maybe like twice a week until September.
Yeah.
At the goddess boot camp. And let's see if we can get one of our another one of my students, another goddess. So if there is another one of my students, one other person that's taken personal coaching classes with me or has been to one of my goddess retreats, if you want next up, give me a holler and we're gonna put you on. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.